Hi everyone, it's Sailor Mimzy. This week's video is going to be a journaling time. I haven't done one of those in what feels like forever. There's other videos that I have planned. Well, I'm still in the planning stages before I can film them. So while I'm doing that, I figured I would work on the journaling time for today. Okay, so let's just go straight into it. Today is the 24th. It is Saturday. So you guys won't be able to notice this, but I'm going to be filming this in parts just because I'm taking a break right now from doing some reading for school. So I'll do some journaling, go do some more reading, do some more journaling, probably watch an episode of something, do some journaling. You get the point. The first thing I usually find myself doing now in my journal is recording the weather. And the reason I record the weather is just because I figure I'd be giving my journals to any future children that I have. If I'm like particularly in a not so great mood, they'll maybe see the weather and it'll be too hot or something and they'll figure out why I was in a bad mood maybe. Because when it's super hot out, I'm usually in a bad mood. But today was pretty much perfect weather. So I usually write the weather, oopsie, wrong way. I usually write the weather in like the top corner where the date is. Fits in that little area nicely. So today was a nice, cool autumn day, and I want to start off with, I'm just feeling washi. I want to use washi. So I just grabbed some washi. I don't know where yet I'm going to be sticking everything. So far, the only bit that I have from today is this. This morning, my husband and I went to the farmer's market just outside of the city. This is what they give you when you pay the money to get in to park in their parking lot. So that's my main little souvenir type thing from today. I'm just going to glue it down. I think I'll put it right here. So I'm just using my handy dandy glue stick and I'm just gluing the back so you guys want to see. And the reason I put it here, like in the middle of the page like that, is just because I figure that it'll force me to figure out how I'm going to fill in the rest of the page, because that even makes sense, because it's kind of like this thing in the middle of the page. So I just gotta plan how I'm going to use the rest of the space, just to kind of challenge myself. It doesn't really bug me that the edges on it are sticking up. I'm just going to stick some washi though, mainly for decor. Sure, that fits nicely. We went to the farmer's market early in the morning. I was not dressed properly. I thought it was going to be a little bit warmer than it actually was. It was actually really cold though. And by the end of it, I had hives from my elbow to my wrist, because that's what was exposed. I was wearing like not a long sleeve sweater, obviously not. It was like a sweater, but the sleeves on it cut off at the elbow. And so I had hives on my arms and it was disgusting and so embarrassing. But yeah, I get hives when it's windy. So whatever the wind hits on me, I get hives. Except for my face, so I don't get how that works. So it's just my arms. Or like if my legs were showing, my legs would get hives. Or if my chest was showing, my chest would get hives. But never my face. This is really weird. I guess that's a good thing though. Alright. So, just write about that. When something that fascinated me at the farmer's market, they were selling Brussels sprouts, but it was on a stalk, so it looked like this. And I know I'm going to sound really dumb, but I had no idea that's how Brussels sprouts grew. I always thought that Brussels sprouts grew like on a tree, like how apples are in a tree, or even like how beans are like plants, you know, like coming from the ground. I thought it would have been like that or in a tree. But obviously I'm very wrong. Yeah, that just fascinated me. I thought that was really cool. I've seen people carrying them around and I had no idea what it was at first. But I'm going to attempt to draw one. I didn't get to take a picture of it because it was pretty drizzly, rainy this morning. So I just googled that picture that I showed you guys. I'll just use pencil first. I've never drawn Brussels sprouts before, especially on a stalk like this. So I'm just gonna do one. We didn't buy one though because my husband doesn't like Brussels sprouts enough, and I'm not gonna be the only one eating it. I don't want to be the only one eating it. Okay, so I don't know if I want to paint that in or use marker, so I'm just gonna leave it for now. I'm just gonna continue writing. Alright, and the challenge that I'm doing for this month is it's hashtag Doodle a day Sept. So Sept is short for September. So it's Doodle a day, no spaces, SEPT. And today's Doodle challenge is anything that starts with the letter A. And it just came to me what I'm going to draw. I'm going to draw my arms with hives from today. How do you draw hives? Huh. I'll figure that out as it comes. And you guys probably can't see anything that I've drawn so far because it's in pencil. But I'll outline them soon. I'm just going to decorate the rest of the page. Like just around the edges, I guess, with washi and maybe some stickers. So I took a quick break. I did, not quick actually, felt like ages. I read some school stuff and now I have a delicious bowl of soup. Husband made vegetable soup with the veggies that we bought from the farmer's market today. It looks kind of mushy because I broke some crackers in there, but it's so good. Alright, so while on this break, I figured out that I'll use watercolor to color in the, whatchamacallit, the Brussels sprout stalk. So I just started randomly decorating with some washi around what I just wrote. Got a piece of scrap cardstock and I'm just gonna put some washi on it to decorate and just doodle. So on this little piece of cardstock, whoops, I ended up writing, "It is catter day," and the other cat in the bottom saying meow. And I just grabbed a random handful of markers and I'm just going to make different colored polka dots around it. Alright, so now I'm going to paint in my high V arms from this morning. And I should have done my marker background after doing the watercolor part because the markers aren't waterproof, but we'll take a chance here. Just have to be careful. Oh, it's already starting to bleed a bit there. And now I'm going to try and paint the Brussels sprouts stalk down at the bottom here. Oopsie. My desk is a mess right now here. Let's move some stuff over. So I'm just gonna wait for this to dry before I add the next couple of layers. It's not gonna take long, but I'll do some writing over here. And I'm gonna try not to touch that, but I think it might be dry already. Almost. So the arms are done drying, and now it's time to add some hives to them. I think I'll just do it by making red dots, or like darker pink dots. So it's kind of hard to see on the camera, so I'll show you guys quickly up close. Yep, really gross. That's how it looked. So embarrassing. Okay, let's go back to the Brussels sprouts. Turned out okay for a first attempt at making Brussels sprouts, or painting Brussels sprouts I should say. If I was being lazy, I would just do it all one shade of green and just make like balls. Just green spears on a stalk. But they're not exactly like that. I'm kind of wishing that we did grab them. And I'm only adding this blue background, or blue outline I should say, just so it's easier to see the shape of it, so it's not completely fading into the page. I'll show you guys a close-up of the Brussels sprout stalk. Looks okay. I guess with the explanation beside it, you can figure out what it is. Alright, and with these Doodle of the Day things, I usually have a little write-up explaining what it is and also why I chose to draw that particular thing. So I'm just going to wait for this ew part here to dry, and then I'll continue writing over here. And then for now I'm just going to write over here. I think this paint is dry already. Yeah, the Brussels sprout stalk's already dry, so I'll just write in the bottom here. Alright, so my page is done. Here's how it turned out. It was a pretty lazy day today, and I think that reflected in my journal entry too for today. Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comments, or anything like that, just leave it in the comment section below. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!